small space Grandmacore and Cottagecore Decor hacks. You'll love Bunny Williams inspired tips. Introduction. In the world of interior design, the cozy and nostalgic aesthetics of Grandmacore and Cottagecore are gaining popularity. These styles are inspired by the charm of yesteryears and the tranquility of country living, making them perfect for those seeking comfort and simplicity. Renowned designer Bunny Williams has long been an advocate for blending timeless elegance with practical design. In this article, we'll explore 20 decor hacks that infuse Grandmacore and Cottagecore into small spaces, drawing inspiration from Bunny Williams' design philosophy. Before we dive back into the previous video, take a moment to subscribe to the Vintage and Rustic Decor YouTube channel if you haven't already. Your support helps us continue sharing beautiful inspirations filled with timeless charm, rustic warmth, and vintage elegance. Don't forget to also like the video and leave a comment, whether it's your thoughts, favorite pieces, or ideas you'd love to see next. Every like, comment, and subscription truly helps our creative community grow and keeps the spirit of vintage and rustic living alive. Vintage floral fabrics. Use vintage floral fabrics to create curtains, pillow covers, or even a tablecloth. The soft, faded patterns bring an air of nostalgia and warmth to any room, reminiscent of a grandmother's home, and help soften the edges of a small space. Repurposed Antiques incorporate repurposed antique furniture, like a vintage dresser as a TV stand, or an antique trunk as a coffee table. These pieces add character and history, making your space feel lived in and personal without overwhelming it. Layered rugs. Layering rugs can define spaces within a small room and add texture. Opt for a mix of floral or plaid patterns in muted colors to evoke a cozy cottage feel, which can also make the floor a focal point in your decor. Open shelving with dishware. Install open shelves to display beautiful dishware. Use mismatched china or vintage-inspired ceramics to add an old-world charm, ensuring that practical storage also contributes to the room's aesthetic. Herb gardens in teacups. Create a mini herb garden using vintage teacups. Not only do they add greenery and life to your space, but they also bring a whimsical, cottage-like touch to your windowsill or countertop. Patchwork quilts. Drape patchwork quilts over sofas or beds to introduce a homemade, cozy feel. Quilts are quintessentially Grandmacore, providing warmth and texture while showcasing intricate patterns and craftsmanship. Cottagecore color palette. Stick to a soft, natural color palette with whites, creams, sage greens, and dusty blues. These colors reflect the serene beauty of nature and make small spaces feel airy and open. decorative plates as wall art, hang decorative plates on the wall instead of traditional artwork. Choose plates with floral motifs or pastoral scenes, which are common in Grandmacore and Cottagecore styles, to create an unconventional gallery wall. Handmade doilies and lace. Add handmade doilies or lace runners to tables and shelves. These delicate textiles bring a touch of vintage elegance and can be layered for a fuller, more textured look. Bunny Williams-style lighting. Opt for elegant yet understated lighting, such as a vintage-inspired chandelier or table lamps with pleated shades. Bunny Williams often emphasizes lighting as both functional and decorative, perfect for enhancing the cozy ambience of a room. Upcycled mason jars. Use mason jars for storage and decoration. Fill them with dried flowers, pebbles, or fairy lights to add a rustic charm, serving both practical and aesthetic purposes in your space. Natural wood elements incorporate natural wood elements, such as exposed beams, a wooden coffee table, or open shelving. These pieces ground your decor and introduce warmth and texture, aligning with both Grandmacore and Cottagecore aesthetics. Botanical Prints frame and hang botanical prints or illustrations. They bring the beauty of the outdoors inside and complement the natural theme, adding a touch of sophistication and tranquility to the walls. Cozy Reading Nook. Create a cozy reading nook with a vintage armchair or a window seat. Add a soft throw blanket and a small bookshelf to encourage relaxation in a truly cottagecore-worthy space. Cottage Garden-Inspired Art. Incorporate art that depicts cottage gardens or pastoral scenes, these pieces can transport you to a serene countryside setting, enhancing the calmness of your small space. Knitted accents. Add knitted accents like a chunky knit blanket or knitted cushions. These items introduce texture and warmth, and their handcrafted look aligns perfectly with the homemade essence of Grandmacore. Vintage mirrors. Use vintage mirrors to reflect light and make your small space feel larger. Opt for mirrors with ornate frames to add a touch of elegance and history to your decor. Floral wallpaper. Consider adding floral wallpaper to an accent wall. This can create a stunning focal point and set the tone for a Grandmacore-inspired room without overwhelming the space. Rustic baskets for storage. Utilize rustic baskets for storage to maintain organization while adding texture and a natural element to your decor. They're perfect for storing blankets, books, or toys. Handcrafted candles. Place handcrafted candles on mantles or tables. Choose scents that evoke nature, like lavender or cedarwood, to create an inviting and aromatic environment. Final thought, blending Grandmacore and Cottagecore styles in small spaces can create a charming and cozy atmosphere that feels both nostalgic and refreshing. By incorporating Bunny Williams-inspired tips, you can achieve a balanced aesthetic that is both functional and beautiful, proving that even the smallest of spaces can be transformed into a serene retreat.